Hi, I'm Paris, and this guy crowding me out of the frame here is the FitDesk 2.0 waiting to be assembled. It's similar to the As Seen on TV sit-in cycle, which we reviewed here recently, and which worked perfectly fine, but there are a few shortcomings which I think they've fixed with this. Number one, they've added back support, so your back doesn't get tired while you're trying to exercise your legs. Number two, they've added a handle. So you feel more stable on it, you can rest your hands on it, you can even lean over and rest your arms on it while you're cycling, which is pretty good. But best of all, they've added a desk. It's a small desk, it's just past the handles that they've added, but it's supposed to be big enough that you can put a laptop on it and actually work while you're doing the exercise. Now it's going to take me a while to assemble this, but when I get that done, I'll give you an idea of how long it took and how complicated, and then I'll give it a try.
Epic Review Guys.
And here's what comes in the box. You can see how many parts there are to assemble. They give you this 8-in-1 tool that should be all you need to assemble it, maybe with a hammer. And here in the instructions it says this should work for people 4'10" to 6'5" and weighing up to 300 pounds. Here is the assembled FitDesk 2.0. There's that back support I told you about. Here is the desk portion that will hold a laptop. It also has a meter that tells you the current speed you're cycling at, how many calories you've burned, that sort of thing. It has straps on the pedals to hold your feet in. I like that feature. And over here, you can see this is a stretchy band thing that they give you so you can exercise your arms while you're cycling, if you have a mind to. Now the assembly took me about 1 hour and 40 minutes, I would say. 20 minutes of that was trying to get a metal sliver out of my thumb that came off of the pedal while I was installing that good 1/4 inch into my thumb. The tools that they provided to assemble it with, they worked okay, but my thumb was really hurting after that, so I went and got my socket set, made it a lot easier to assemble, but you can do it with just the tools that they provide. I'll climb on the FitDesk here and give you a demonstration. I did want to mention there's some little wheels on the back, and you can fold this up so you can transport it. It's not that heavy, 30 pounds-ish, I think. Yeah, maybe a little more than that with the desk on there. Here we go. I have this set at a resistance of 5 right now. 1 is the lowest, 8 is the highest. These handles are very handy for getting on and off of this because I am up off the ground. I've got my readout showing me, including the last time I tried this, I'm at 43 calories, and then it gives me the time I've been cycling, the distance I've gone, and the speed that I'm going. Let me bump this resistance up a little more. That's maximum. I found this with the sit-in cycle that once you put it up to the highest resistance, it's not smooth anymore. It gets kind of jerky in the motion, which makes it does make you work harder, but it doesn't feel as good on the knees. Six is good. It gives you can feel the resistance, but you can still cycle really smoothly. The backrest is tiltable, so you can tilt it and tighten it down so it holds your back here, or you can have it so you can sit further up straight. The desk also, you can slide it so it's closer in or out here. Got my phone and my laptop here on the desk. They provide you with a strap that you hook onto the desk and put through, for example, when you have your laptop open, right on that section in front of the screen so it doesn't bounce off or end up flying off of the desk. Now I like it back here. Can rest the wrists on this. That allows you to type fairly comfortably. And there's room on here for the laptop, for my phone. Not room to use a mouse in addition to this. They do sell an extra pack you can buy with extenders for the desk. One side gives you a cup holder and I think room for the mouse, and the other one you can place some things on that. The angle of this wrist rest is adjustable. You can lift it up higher and tighten it down so it would be up here, or you could have it lower. There's a drawer The seat height is also adjustable. If you're over 5'9", they recommended using this extender piece that they provided, so I've installed that to get it to this height. Now the seat, it's a bicycle seat, which I'm not the biggest fan of because of the portion that comes to a point in the front. I like a wider seat. And you can buy an adapter piece that will allow you to use a regular bicycle seat of your choosing instead of this seat that they provided, so I may do that. The cycling position is good. The pedals are out in front of where I'm sitting, so it has that semi-recumbent feel. I wouldn't mind if I were more reclined, but I could see how it would be hard to have a tray and a desk if my legs were coming up here to this height. It's about 70 degrees here in the house. I think the humidity is a little high today. Bicycling like this now for about 5 minutes. I'm just about to break a small sweat I can feel, but I can talk to you while I'm doing this without running out of breath. And getting on and off is pretty stable. 1 foot down first, then bring your leg through the cross beam here. You could make it fall over if you wanted to, but normally getting on and off it, I don't see that being an issue. Here's the point of view from sitting on it and pedaling. How much room you have on the desk. This is a 13-inch screen laptop. Here's the piece that tells me the various pieces of information. I think I'm up to, that must be the speed, almost 3.5, 4 miles an hour. I've gone about 3 miles. Up to 88 calories. A lot of the FitDesk 2.0 is made of metal. Seemed pretty sturdy as I put it together. The tray is plastic and a few other pieces, but if they made everything out of metal, it would probably be pretty heavy and then hard to maneuver around in your house. So the FitDesk 2.0 looks like a pretty good option for getting an extra hour, hour and a half of exercise every day. Time that I would have spent on my laptop sitting on the sofa or sitting in a chair, I can now sit on the FitDesk and be pedaling while I'm taking care of email and other business. I'll do a follow-up in the future, maybe with the FitDesk and the Sit and Cycle, and compare them side by side to look at some of the features and see who's using what in a month's time or so. If you'd like to find out more about it, it goes for just under $300, and I have a link to it down below this video. Now to take care of a giveaway of the Wonder Wallet, which I reviewed a few days back, and they sent me 2, so I said I would give away the extra Wonder Wallet to someone who commented on that video. There are 110 comments. I downloaded a random number generator on my phone. It's from random.org. It's pretty cool. They've been doing this quite a few years, and they use atmospheric noise as their base for the random number choosing, which is related to lightning strikes in the world at any given time. Sounds pretty random. I've set it to choose between 1 and 110. I'm going to click randomize. Number 19. Let's see who that is. The 19th comment was from R.C. Cottrell, who likes the RFID protection idea and the room for extra bills. And yeah, if you got lots of cash, there's lots of room in this wallet. RC, I will be in touch with you via the YouTube Messenger to get your address so long as you're over 18. If you're under 18, then you need to check with your parents, and I'll get this in the mail to you soon. Congratulations to RC Cottrell, and thanks to everyone for trying. YouTube recently changed yet again their rules on giveaways on YouTube, so now it's easier. You don't get in trouble as much for doing them, so we will probably be back to doing some more of them on this channel. You can keep checking back for those videos, or you can click that subscribe button down below. You'll get notified when our videos go up. See you on the next review.
Shopping is easy.